Kyle Busch nabs his 60th career victory in the NASCAR Cup Series. Chase Briscoe and Tyler Reddick seem to be okay with each other after wrecking on the last lap as the leaders. And Matt Kenseth beat Jimmie Johnson in a race. Kind of. How's it going, everyone? My name is Luke, and today we're going to be talking about some news in the NASCAR world. Now, it's no surprise that Kyle Busch is a great racer. I think we all knew that. But what is a surprise is that with his win at Bristol Dirt, he has just got his 60th career victory in the NASCAR Cup Series. Now, whether you think that was deserved or not is up for you to decide. However, winning 60 times in the NASCAR Cup Series is quite an impressive accolade. With his win in this past race, he now has 18 consecutive seasons with the win, tying him for the record with Richard Petty. And if you may have to leave your house early while watching the race and you thought to yourself, how did Kyle Busch win? Well, it's because of a last lap incident with the leaders, Chase Briscoe and Tyler Reddick. I'm pretty sure about everyone thought that Tyler Reddick was running away with the race, and on the final lap, it seemed like he was going to have his first career victory in the NASCAR Cup Series, when all of a sudden, Chase Briscoe dives it in to turns 3 and 4 to try to perform a slide job and pull off the win. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not how it went down. He dove it in, tried to slide up, and makes contact with Tyler Reddick, causing both of them to spin out. And although Tyler Reddick was able to pull off the 360 and continue back on the track, Chase Briscoe wound up for, I believe it was 21st or 22nd. And as for Tyler Reddick, he was able to continue, and he was able to go on that last straightaway. However, Kyle Busch passed him at the very end, and Tyler Reddick ends up with second place, whereas Kyle Busch gets the win. Now, if you're Tyler Reddick, right, you'd think to yourself, I got dumped on the last lap, I had the win secured. You'd be pretty upset, wouldn't you? However, when Chase Briscoe comes over to talk to Tyler Reddick is all smiles and even shakes Chase Briscoe's hand. Reddick goes on to say that if it was him, he would have done the exact same thing and he could understand where Briscoe was coming from. However, I thought it was kind of funny how when Reddick and Briscoe seemed to be able to make up, it was the complete opposite. At the same track, it wasn't covered in dirt, but at Bristol, when Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick got into it a little bit, they were heated. And it continued on throughout the rest of that season. Now, if you guys didn't know, I am a Kevin Harvick fan all the way, and I was there for it, and I was happy to see it all continue out, because for a fan of one of the two drivers that were into it, that was some fun drama to watch. However, I thought it was interesting to note that Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe, two people who are in their first couple years of racing in the NASCAR Cup Series, were able to solve this without conflict. That's already been covered time and time again by various other people. So there's something I wanted to point out that you may not know. Matt Kenseth, as many of you know, who was a former champion in the NASCAR Cup Series, completed the Boston Marathon this past Monday. And Matt Kenseth, at 50 years old, was able to complete it with an impressive time of 3 hours, 1 minute, and 40 seconds. Whereas Jimmie Johnson, who ran the race in 2019, completed the race with a time of 3 hours, 9 minutes, and 40 seconds. At the time of Jimmie Johnson running this race, he was 43 years old. By the way, I actually calculated how long it took Matt Kenseth to run each mile. He had to run it at about a pace of 6.9 minutes for every mile, which is pretty darn impressive, if you ask me. I probably couldn't even do that for 2 miles, 3 miles, because don't even get me started on cardio. But I kind of thought it was funny how Matt Kenseth, who was 7 years older, was able to beat Jimmie Johnson's time. Now, unfortunately, they did not run the race in the same year. However, could you imagine if they did that? That would be insane. But anyways, I have a quote here from Matt Kenseth saying about the Boston Marathon, by the way. I love this area. I love coming up to Boston. I've always loved racing in New Hampshire. It's a great place, so the atmosphere was second to none. It was one of the best experiences of my life. Obviously, sporting experience for all the races and everything. This was really cool. The crowd, the enthusiasm, and just a huge event. Fun to be a part of it. Now, I don't think you guys know this, but I am from Boston, Massachusetts. Well, actually, just outside of Boston. So hearing Matt Kenseth say this was pretty cool. So yeah, those are two successful Cup drivers, which I think it's fair to say Jimmie Johnson bested Matt Kenseth in their racing careers on the track. However, on their legs, Matt Kenseth seems to have the edge. Let me guys know what you thought about Kyle Busch getting his 60th win. Was it deserved? Was it undeserved? Let me know what you thought about the Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe drama. Do you think that Tyler Reddick was in his right to be upset? Do you think he should have acted out? Or do you think he was okay to do what he did? Feel free to comment. I'll be happy to talk with you about it. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.